Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a glass skin makeup tutorial using only drugstore products. I did a favorites video, kind of also like a get ready with me, not kind of, it was also a get ready with me, and I showed you guys my current favorite makeup routine and I mentioned how it was very like glass skin inspired. All the products that I used in that video were all very high end, and it kind of inspired me to show you guys a similar type of routine, or rather like a routine that gives me a very similar effect but only using drugstore products. So that's what we're here to do today, baby. A portion of today's video is also sponsored by Neutrogena, which is always very exciting. So thank you so much, Neutrogena, for working with me on today's video. I would also love if you guys could leave me any suggestions that you may have of products that you've used that you really feel like give your skin that like glass-like appearance. Leave them all down in the comments. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to join the fam. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you're unfamiliar with the concept of glass skin, I wanted to kind of like overview it really quickly because I don't want to just assume that everybody knows exactly what that means. So this trend did originate in Korean beauty. I mean, glass skin really is like the perfect descriptive word to describe this look. For me, I feel like there's kind of an important balance that you need to find with glass skin between having a really gorgeous, like insanely juicy, glowy looking base without looking, you know, shiny and oily. And the products that I'm gonna be using today really do help kind of strike that balance. The very first step in my makeup routine is going to be to apply a sunscreen, and this is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel Sunscreen. So this is actually a pretty essential product to this whole entire look, not only just to protect the skin, but also for the finished look of the glass skin appearance. Now, I am going to just go ahead and admit it. I feel like I am definitely somebody who is very guilty of not applying sunscreen as my first step in my makeup routine, and that is bad. Bad, Jamie, okay? I know. I would say only within the last like year or so have I really made it a priority to protect my skin, and I kind of wish I'd started sooner. Obviously, protecting your skin is incredibly important, not only just to, you know, delay the effects of advanced aging from the sun, but also, of course, for skin cancer. Putting sunscreen on before you apply your makeup is such a simple step, but it has such a big effect. So I have vowed to myself that I will no longer skip the step of sunscreen because it is too important to forget about it, and I want you guys to do the same. If you are somebody who just doesn't incorporate sunscreen into their daily routine for one reason or another, I'm encouraging you guys right now to do so. I have been using Neutrogena sunscreens for years and years and years, and they've always been one of my favorites. They do not leave a greasy feeling on your skin. They don't feel heavy. It doesn't have that like really intense sunscreen smell, which I personally really don't like. They just released this new one. This is called the Hydra Boost Water Gel Sunscreen with SPF 30, and this one is so great because it does not leave a white cast on the face. When you squeeze it out, it comes out white, but as soon as you start to rub it into your face, it goes completely clear. And this is also the Hydra Boost formula with hyaluronic acid. So if you have a drier skin type like I do, this formula is amazing because it does do a really great job of just like hydrating your skin at the same time as it's protecting it. So for the face, you need about like a quarter size amount. So something like that should be sufficient. It looks like a lot, but you need it. So I'm just going to start to massage it into my skin. You're gonna be able to see right away that it kind of just like starts to disappear, which is so awesome. The reason why I wanted to use this particular sunscreen for this look is because it does have that hyaluronic acid. It is really nice and moisturizing, and it kind of leaves not an oily or greasy residue on the skin, but it definitely leaves a really nice kind of like moisturized glow on the face. And this is going to really help in the glass skin look that we're going for. And it's actually going to, like I said, almost enhance the makeup look that we're going for while we're, you know, protecting our skin. So for the foundation, we are gonna be doing quite a concoction. I have 3 products here, and I know that's excessive and I know that's a lot, but this look really is all about the base. So I mean, it's okay because it's what we're focusing on here. I chose 3 products, all for very specific reasons. The first product is, of course, the actual foundation. So this is the Revlon Candid Natural Finish Foundation. Now, I specifically wanted to choose a foundation that wasn't overly dewy and that wasn't overly matte. I really wanted something that was nice and natural looking. The reason being is because we're gonna be applying so many glowy products to the skin, I wanna have some element of control with how dewy and glowy my skin is actually gonna look. Because, like I said, there's a fine balance. If you use a foundation that's too glowy, too dewy, and we're applying all these other glowy and dewy products to the skin, by the end of the day, you will look like an oily mess no matter what. If you have dry skin or oily skin, it's going to just continue to look dewier and dewier throughout the day. That's just kind of how products wear. So I'm using a natural finish foundation specifically because I don't want my skin to become too much. And like I said, it just gives me that like element of control. So I'm going to just take about 1 pump of the foundation on the back of my hand. Actually, pump in a little bit. The next product that I'm going to use is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion Natural Glow Enhancer. This is a stunning liquid highlighter on its own. This is actually a pretty intense product. I'll show you guys what it looks like blended out. So there it is right there. It's very reflective and almost like mirror-like, and just this dabbed on top of the cheekbones, beautiful. Such a pretty product, but mixed in with a foundation, it kind of just adds like this beautiful glowy reflective quality to the skin, and there's no like shimmer or sparkle in here whatsoever. So it's just going to add that reflectiveness without any, you know, additional shimmer, which is what we don't want in this look. And I also really like that this color has a little bit of rosiness to it. I feel like it kind of adds like a nice bronzier look to my skin. They do have a few different shades in this product. They have like a bronzier one. So if you do want to add a little bit of a bronzier glow to your skin, you could totally do that with a product like this. Today though, I'm going to be using the shade Light Glow. So I put a tiny little pea size amount in the foundation. And then the last product that I'm going to use is going to be this guy from Pixi. It is the Glotion Day Dew. This is a product that I've used time and time again on my channel. It's a really nice, very natural looking, glowy type of primer product. And the reason why I'm using this is because I actually want to dilute this concoction. I definitely want to have some coverage on my skin, but I feel like the whole idea with glass skin is to almost make it look like you're not really wearing a ton of makeup, like to make your skin look perfected, but still very natural looking with that reflective quality. And so this is just like a white primer type product, so it's going to do a good job of diluting this concoction and making it look just a little bit more lightweight on the face. And this product has some additional dew to it as well, which obviously just helps in the overall look. So I'm going to put about 1.5 pumps of that in this concoction, kind of equal to the amount of foundation that I use, maybe even a little bit more. So I'm just gonna dot this all over my face, and I'm gonna try to use a small amount of product at a time and really just use what I need. And as far as the tool that I'm gonna be using, this is going to be the only tool that I'm gonna be using throughout the whole video, and it's gonna be a very damp sponge. The reason why I want to use a sponge is because a sponge makes everything look a little bit more lightweight. It also makes everything look a little bit more dewy because you are applying this damp. So I feel like it adds just like a little bit of moisture to the foundation, which is kind of ideal for a look like this. This foundation combo would work really well with a brush as well, but I feel like for the look that we're going for, a sponge is just the better option. And you also want to make sure when you're applying this product that you are also blending this down your neck, because this is such a glowy concoction. If you have a completely different texture going on your face and on your neck, it's gonna look a little bit weird. I feel like that goes really with anything, whether or not you're doing a completely matte look or if you're doing something really glowy. You wanna make sure that you're blending it down your neck so that everything looks cohesive, and so it's not like two different finishes on your body, because that's just gonna look really strange. So that's another little tip that I have for you guys. So here's what the skin looks like after applying the sunscreen and little foundation concoction. I am so proud of this, you guys. Like, this is just the most perfect, majestic skin combination I have found from the drugstore ever. And I do want to say that even though my skin looks really glowy, it is not bordering on looking oily, and it also doesn't feel sticky or emollient. It doesn't feel like it's gonna slip and slide and like just melt off of my face. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some concealer only underneath my eyes. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I really like this stuff. It's pretty natural looking, but has some good coverage, and it is also nicely dewy, slightly. So I'm just putting just the smallest amount there. I'm not putting it anywhere else on my face. I'm gonna take the same sponge that we've been using and just pat that out. So we are going to be using only creams for the whole entire face today. No powder other than maybe setting powder is gonna be touching our face, and that's because we wanna continue the look of that natural looking glow, and creams are only going to help enhance that. So I'm first gonna go ahead and bronze up my face using probably my favorite bronzer, cream bronzer from the drugstore, and this is the Pixi Multi-Balm and Sheer Sculpt, and this is, like I said, a cream bronzing product. What I really like about this is the color. The color is beautiful. It's a really nice kind of neutral bronzy shade. It's not too warm, not too cool. It does a really great job of bronzing and sculpting the face. And I also feel like if you're somebody who is kind of scared to use cream products, these Pixi Multi-Balms are a great place to start because they are fairly sheer and they're very, very easy to blend out and work with. So they're kind of like foolproof. They're always gonna look good. And they're also really easy to use because you literally just like draw it on your face. So I'm just going to draw this where I want to bronze. And I'm taking the same sponge that I've been using this whole time and just blending it out. You can see how quickly that product just melts into the skin. Creates like the most amazing, amazing shadow and color and warmth. I love it. I feel like I've been talking about this product for years now. And because this product is pretty sheer and has some like translucency to it, I feel like it just looks so natural because you still see a lot of your natural skin texture and even skin color through the bronzers. For my blush, I'm gonna be using one of the Burt's Bees Aglow Lip and Cheek Sticks. This is the shade Peach Pond. I've spoken about this on my channel before. These are really great, especially for a look like this because they're very emollient cheek products. So because they are so emollient, they have a pretty intense natural glow to them already. As you can see, it's very, 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 very glossy. So this is just going to even more so add to the glossiness that we have going on your face. And that's why I like this product for this type of look. So because this is such an emollient product, I actually don't like to apply this directly from the stick to my face because I do find that it does tend to kind of pick up anything else that's sitting underneath it. So what I like to do instead is I just dab my sponge into the stick and apply it that way. And that way I'm not moving anything around. And this is a really sheer product as well. So if you want a really blushy look, you're gonna have to build it up a little bit. Okay, as for highlighter, I will say with a look like this, you honestly do not need highlighter because your skin is already so glowy literally everywhere. It's just not totally needed, but we're gonna do it anyway. It's always nice to maybe have a little bit more highlight in very specific areas. Obviously on top of the cheekbone, I like to put a little bit more underneath my brow. Today I'm gonna be using another one of the Burt's Bees sticks. This is the highlighter stick in the shade Opal Mist. This is very similar to something like the Glossier Halo Scope, and that blush is also really similar to the Nude Sticks Nudies Bloom, the new ones, the dewy ones. The Nude Sticks ones I feel like are a little bit more pigmented and I do prefer them honestly, but that is still a really nice alternative if you want a similar effect. So similar to the blush, I'm not gonna apply this directly to my skin. I'm instead gonna pick it up on the tip of my sponge and then just dab it on the tops of my cheekbones to add a little bit more of a glow. What I really like about this highlighter is that it's really just a glow. Like I said, I'm not applying any shimmer or sparkle in today's look, and there's no shimmer or sparkle here. It's just pure dew. And it gives that really gorgeous effect. Okay, just to like really quickly finish off this look, I'm just applying some brow gel to my brows. This is just my Benefit one. I know it's not from the drugstore, but I just want them to be very quickly groomed. Is not really part of the look. For my mascara, I'm gonna take my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara in Northern Black. So for the lips, I just want something really nice and glossy, so I'm gonna use this Milani Keep It Full lip gloss in Sparkling Pink. It's a really, really nice everyday gloss. I love the color of this. So to finish off this look, I'm gonna spray my face with a little bit of a glow mist. This is the Pixi Glow Mist. This one is really nice. It's a classic. I feel like they have improved the little spray nozzle on this. It's not as aggressive anymore. So that finishes off the entire skin look. I am so obsessed with the way my skin is looking. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Don't forget to let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you try out this look, I would love to see it. I would love to see your little glowy faces all over my feed. Thank you so much. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And of course, subscribe if you want to join the fam. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.